Secret details about P. Diddy and Ashton Kutcher's relationship. Troubled Diddy and the once beloved Ashton Kutcher may be a lot closer than we imagined, and people are not happy. So it's not new news that Diddy is under some serious heat right now, and we're seeing his image crumble by the day. While his character has been pushed to the ground, Ashton Kutcher may be seeing a downfall of his own. People have been resurfacing old videos, and they're seeing a relationship between the two that is now seen as alarming to fans. On one end of the stick, apparently this was a massive stretch, and there is no relationship between the two. According to a source, they told people, this is absolutely ridiculous and false. To further push this narrative, another source added, Ashton has no involvement in any of this. He doesn't belong in this conversation about Diddy. Ashton has only seen Diddy in a handful of social and business events, all of which have been documented by the media. So it seems like Ashton's regretting ever being friends with Diddy, and he wants his name as far from him as possible. An insider told the Daily Mail how upset Ashton was after finding out the details on Diddy's claims made against him, and he shared Ashton absolutely regrets his friendship with Diddy, considering what has happened. He feels lied to, betrayed, taken for granted, and manipulated. While Ashton is trying to save face, the digital trail doesn't just disappear. Before all this Diddy drama came to light, Ashton was pretty open about being friends with Diddy. One clip in particular resurfaced when Ashton appeared on the YouTube talk show Hot Ones back in September 2019. During the interview, he made comments about partying with Diddy. When asked by Sean Evans to share some stories about Diddy's parties,
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
He refused to share, saying, wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. I can't tell that one either. I'm actually cycling through them.
Can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them.
Of course, now with the claims against Diddy, this answer didn't sit well with people. It's like, what did you mean by that? Did you know more? Kind of odd. During that same interview, he further spoke on the relationship with Diddy. He said, our relationship is really bizarre. Weird word to use, but let's continue. It started over punked because he's like, yo, you can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table.
Our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
Can't punk me.
He's like, not me, I'm off the table. So that started our conversation, he said. But it doesn't end there. He went on about their relationship. He added that we became fast friends. We used to hang out, watch football together. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like a friendship to me. One that goes beyond just partying. So it looks like the two had some sort of relationship, to say the least, and Ashton definitely attended many parties. So we can't help but wonder what involvement he had, what he knows, what is really going on. Maybe this friendship could have been boosted more than it should be, and Ashton was just in the scene just like every other celebrity who attended. But I guess time will tell.
Ashton Kutcher is scared that P. Diddy will expose him. Ashton Kutcher finds himself in a sticky situation, and this has to do with, of course, his longtime friend Diddy. Reports indicate that Kutcher is deeply worried about what Diddy might disclose regarding their mutual celebrity friends.
Diddy party stories, man, that was like some weird memory lane.
Following Diddy's arrest and the serious charges he currently faces.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody.
While Kutcher has clarified that he was never involved in any of Diddy's gatherings, his apprehension stems from the fear that his association with the renowned music mogul could inadvertently entangle him in the ongoing investigation.
So, can't tell that one either.
Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has made it clear that his client is determined to fight the charges against him in court.
The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr.
Rather than accept a plea deal, Diddy is resolute in proving his innocence and is prepared to face the legal system head on. This commitment to defending his name adds another layer of concern for Kutcher, as the actor reportedly fears that Diddy might resort to making damaging statements about his celebrity connections to lighten his legal burden.
Locks on the doors. Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
Currently, Diddy is being held at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center, awaiting trial. A source familiar with the situation conveyed that Kutcher, who has maintained a friendship with Diddy for over 2 decades, is feeling the weight of uncertainty. The insider noted Ashton is quite worried about what Diddy might say or do. There's a genuine fear that Diddy could throw anyone under the bus to get himself out of jail.
I love the great.
The source further elaborated, Ashton absolutely regrets his friendship with Diddy considering what has happened. He feels lied to, betrayed, taken for granted, and led astray.
Okay, everything's not okay.
The gravity of Kutcher's concerns cannot be understated, especially given his recent experiences with another figure in his life, Danny Masterson. In October 2023, Kutcher and his wife, Mila Kunis, faced backlash for expressing support for Masterson.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by...
who was sentenced to 30 years in prison for things he did to 2 women.
Danny Masterson has been charged with allegedly raping 3 women.
This situation has heightened Kutcher's awareness of the consequences of his friendships, leaving him feeling very vulnerable as he navigates the fallout from both friendships. Now, the actor has reportedly chosen to confine his social circle to just his family, stating that he only trusts his wife, Mila.
It never crossed my mind until this happened. And
as the investigation unfolds, Kutcher's uncertainty continues to grow. He is particularly wary of the potential for Diddy to fabricate stories that might involve other celebrities in an effort to divert attention away from himself. According to The Insider, Kutcher fears that Diddy would have no problem lying to authorities if it meant lessening his own legal troubles. This worry looms large over the actor, especially considering that he has previously faced scrutiny and backlash due to his connections with individuals facing serious allegations. Kutcher's concern is echoed by many who have been close to Diddy. As the source stated, everyone who is close to Diddy fears the possibility of him making up false allegations to clear his own name.
Yep.
This atmosphere of uncertainty can be taxing for anyone in Diddy's inner circle, particularly those like Kutcher, who have long been known for their positive public images.
Give it up for Ashton Kutcher one time, that's all we hear. You ain't married no more.
He does not want to get involved in this, but knows that his association means he already is. The Insider shared, if he gets contacted by the authorities, he will be fully cooperative as he has nothing to hide. This statement underscores Kutcher's commitment to transparency and integrity, which contrasts sharply with the current tumult surrounding Diddy. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the fact that Kutcher reportedly felt blindsided by Diddy's behavior. A pivotal moment for Kutcher was when a 2016 hotel surveillance video surfaced, showing Diddy involved in an altercation with his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura.
Captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
The footage, which included Diddy behaving unbecoming, served as a wake-up call for Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Ashton knows that he dug himself a hole with this one, The Insider commented, but never in a million years did he believe that Diddy was truly doing these horrible things. This realization led Kutcher and Mila Kunis to reassess their friendship with Diddy, as they concluded that he was not the person they once thought he was. The couple's decision to distance themselves from Diddy indicates a broader trend among those in the entertainment industry where the stakes are high and reputations can be severely impacted by association. As they reflected on their friendship, the source remarked they had a genuine friendship, but when Ashton and Mila saw the video of Cassie, they realized that he was a monster and not someone they want in their life.
He's a monster. He's literally a monster.
In light of Diddy's recent legal troubles, a Resurfaced video has stirred up discussions about Kutcher's past comments regarding Diddy's parties. The clip features Kutcher discussing the notorious gatherings during which he hinted at the unusual and possibly excessive behavior that took place. While he remained somewhat coy about specifics, he acknowledged that a lot went down at Diddy's parties. In this context, the resurfacing of these comments has only intensified the scrutiny surrounding Kutcher's association with Diddy, and has led many to question how deeply involved he truly was in Diddy's world.
Diddy party stories, man, that was like some weird memory lane.
Kutcher's recollection of his friendship with Diddy adds another layer of complexity to the narrative. The actor reminisced about their first meeting back in 2003 when he was hosting the MTV show Punk. That initial encounter sparked a friendship that blossomed over shared interests, particularly sports. We just became fast friends, and we used to just hang out and watch football together, Kutcher recounted. However, this camaraderie has now taken a dark turn, as Kutcher grapples with the implications of his friendship with someone who is embroiled in serious legal allegations. As Diddy prepares for his trial, Agnifilo has reiterated that his client is not considering accepting a plea deal. He firmly believes in Diddy's innocence and emphasizes that accepting a plea could mean compromising Diddy's integrity and the integrity of those who have been adversely affected by these accusations. It's not up to me, it's up to Mr. Combs, and I don't see it happening because he believes he's innocent, Agnifilo stated.
He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case.
He elaborated on Diddy's motivations, indicating that Diddy feels an obligation not just to himself, but to his family and everyone who has faced similar scrutiny. Agnifilo continued, he feels an obligation to those people to say, you know what, maybe I can break the model. Maybe I can show the world that a black man can win in federal court. This sentiment speaks to a broader context within the legal system, particularly regarding the challenges faced by individuals of color. The statement underscores Diddy's resolve to challenge the system, even as he faces potentially life-altering consequences. Agnafilo's confidence in Diddy's stance adds another layer of tension as Kutcher navigates his feelings about the situation. As the situation continues to unfold, Ashton Kutcher's worries reflect not just personal concerns but also broader implications about friendship, loyalty, and the consequences of association in the high-stakes world of celebrity status. With Diddy's trial looming, Kutcher's focus on protecting his reputation and his family underscores the complex dynamics at play in this unfolding drama. The coming months will likely reveal more about the legal challenges Diddy faces, as well as the impact it will have on those in his orbit, including Kutcher.
First kiss ever, right?
He was my first kiss. Where's someone bet you made with Danny about our first kiss?
Our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
Can't punk me.
Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher are divorcing after 6 years of marriage and countless tweets about their every move.
Can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually cycling through them.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity.
Raj, I'm a Bollywood producer. I'm looking for the most delicious thing on the planet.
Secret details about Ashton Kutcher that expose who he really is. Ashton's past holds more than a few jaw-dropping secrets that have left fans and critics wondering who really is Ashton Kutcher. From friendships with Diddy that backfired, to questionable career moves, and even his messy personal relationships, Ashton has had more than his fair share of moments that have come back to haunt him. His relationship with Diddy. An alleged video clip from Ashton Kutcher's Hot Ones appearance, during which Diddy's parties were discussed, has recently resurfaced.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
I've got a lot I can't tell. Can't tell that one either. He can be heard saying, and then he goes, I'm actually cycling through them, before he switches up the conversation and starts talking about something else. When the subject of Diddy's parties comes up, Kutcher seems to fumble a bit and make an odd face, and he makes sure to quickly change the topic. This is probably something to do with Diddy's NDAs. Backing up Danny Masterson. Ashton, Mila, and Danny were thick as thieves after working together on That 70s Show.
Thank you, Hyde, for tonight. It was very special.
The bond between the trio was so strong that even after the cameras stopped rolling, they remained close. But in 2023, things took a dark turn when Danny was found guilty of serious accusations from the early 2000s involving 2 women. This conviction was a culmination of years of allegations, as Danny's reputation had been under fire since at least 2017. Now, when it came time for Danny's sentencing, Ashton and Mila didn't just stay silent or step back. They decided to vouch for Danny's character. The couple wrote personal letters in Danny's defense, hoping to shed light on the friend they believed they knew. But here's the kicker. They expected these letters to stay behind closed doors, a private plea from one friend to another. When the letters went public, however, fans and critics alike were confused. Many couldn't believe that Ashton and Mila were using their voices to advocate for Danny, especially given the serious nature of the accusations. After the backlash came, Ashton and Mila went into immediate damage control mode.
To write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years.
Filming a video to explain their actions and apologize. But the clip didn't go over as well as they'd hoped. For many viewers, the apology felt rehearsed and insincere. Even one of Danny's accusers spoke out, telling journalist Yashar Ali that Ashton and Mila's apology was incredibly insulting and hurtful. It was a situation that left many questioning where Ashton's loyalty lies and whether he fully understood the gravity of his words. The Popchips ad fiasco. Back in 2012, Ashton Kutcher starred in a Popchips campaign that turned out to be one of his biggest PR blunders. The concept was that Ashton would play different characters in short ads, but the creative team took a seriously misguided turn when they had him portray an Indian character named Raj, complete with a thick accent and brown face makeup. The character was supposed to be a Bollywood producer. That sound cringeworthy? Well, it was, and the backlash was big. The Popchips ad quickly got labeled as not great, with people from all over calling out its use of stereotypes. It didn't take long for Indian American voices, including prominent tech entrepreneur Anil Dash, to weigh in. Dash even called the ad a hackneyed, unfunny advertisement featuring Kutcher in brownface talking about his romantic options, with the entire punchline being that he's doing it in a fake Indian outfit and voice. That's it, there's seriously no other gag. Popchips tried to salvage the situation by pulling the ad and apologizing, but Ashton stayed silent, never acknowledging the situation. For someone as involved in media and social causes as Ashton, the silence was deafening and left a lasting impression on those who'd seen him as a progressive or inclusive guy. The LinkedIn discussion that backfired. Ashton took another public stumble in 2017 when he tried to spark a meaningful conversation on LinkedIn about women's issues in the workplace. On the surface, it seemed like he had good intentions, but his approach fell flat fast. Ashton posted a list of questions he thought might help shed light on gender issues, but instead of addressing pay gaps or career obstacles, his questions seemed to focus on dating in the workplace. This left readers scratching their heads and questioning his judgment. Even Mila reportedly gave Ashton a hard time about it, seeing as the questions seemed completely out of touch with the real issues women face professionally. After receiving a wave of criticism, Ashton quickly went into apology mode again. He took to Twitter thanking everyone for the feedback, calling it a learning experience. He admitted he'd already offended some folks by asking the wrong questions and said he hoped for space to be wrong in the pursuit of getting it right. Although Ashton's response was more well received than his Popchips debacle, it added to the growing list of moments when he seemed out of step with the audience he was trying to connect with. Creepy comments about younger celebs. Old clips have surfaced where he made some very questionable comments about young stars like Hilary Duff and the Olsen twins. During his 2003 run on the show Punk'd, I can't get fucked! Ashton made remarks about Hilary Duff, who was only 15 at the time, saying she was one of those girls we're all waiting for to turn 18.
One of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18.
Ew. He even mentioned the Olsen twins in the same breath, waiting until they come of age.
Along with the Olsen twins.
But it didn't stop there. When Ashton first met Mila, she was just 14 and starting her role on That 70s Show. Ashton, then 19, was already playing her on-screen boyfriend, and the age difference was noticeable enough that he joked about it publicly.
She was 14 when we started the show. I was like 19, right?
Right. During an interview on The Rosie O'Donnell Show in 2002, he admitted to being aware of their age gap, calling the situation slightly illegal.
And I'm like thinking like, wait, this is like slightly illegal, right?
He even once commented that Mila looked hotter at 14, a remark that hasn't aged well. With these clips circulating, fans began to see a different side of Ashton Kutcher, one that seemed a little bit too comfortable making comments about young women. A tumultuous marriage with Demi Moore. One of Ashton's most high-profile relationships was with Demi Moore, whom he married in 2005. But by 2013, the marriage was over, and Demi didn't hold back about their time together in her 2019 memoir, Inside Out. Demi revealed that Ashton Kutcher allegedly cheated on her multiple times, and she even shared a painful story about one incident that took place during their 6th anniversary weekend. According to Demi, she and Ashton had agreed to have another person with them when they were getting romantic, occasionally, but she believes he used this as an excuse to justify his infidelity. Their relationship had been rocky for a while though. Early on in their marriage, Demi went through a really sad situation, which led her to struggle with drinks and other things as a way of coping. Instead of showing support though, Demi claims Ashton Kutcher shamed her, allegedly downplaying her struggles and telling her it was all about moderation. For Demi, Ashton's lack of empathy and the repeated cheating became too much to bear, leading to the end of their marriage. Ashton has denied some of the cheating allegations, but he's chosen to stay silent about many of Demi's other claims, which has left fans wondering what really went down behind closed doors.